Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about how to 25x your content to supersize and grow your business, or to increase your impact and to make sure that the great content that you're producing is being seen by more people so you can attract the people you want to into your business. Doing a test run for this for a mastermind group that I'm on tomorrow about branding from the Branding Hub with Michelle Viraga and company. So let's see. I haven't been on StreamYard for a long time, so let's see if I can get it working. Right now we are sharing my screen, and I am just on the StreamYard page. But here's what I do to create my content. Hop on my phone first thing in the morning, and I go to a Facebook page and I record a video. Today I'm doing a challenge, the Get Up and Go challenge. So I'm just going to share the video. I normally don't share this video all the places I'm going to show you, but I want to demonstrate the process that I use to share my content and share my video. So I'm going to use one from the Get Up and Go challenge. So I go to the Get Up and Go challenge page, I record the video, I share it on my phone, and then I hop on my computer. I just use a regular laptop, a PC, and this is how I share my content all over the place. So what I do is I first go to my Facebook account, pages in the left-hand column, and you'll see I have lots of pages, and I'm going to scroll down to the Get Up and Go page. And I believe this one was a little longer, so it's not great for demo. Then I click on the page and I scroll down to today's video. And with running StreamYard and recording, it takes a little longer to demonstrate than it actually takes to do on a daily basis. So here's today's video. I'm just going to double click on that.
Hey there, welcome to day 7 of the Get Up and Go Challenge. Sharon Horne.
And try to double click on it.
Ellstrom here.
And then I'm going to download this to a worksheet. I save links in worksheets so that if I need to fix something or I ever need to find something, I can access it. So I'm going to right click on the timestamp underneath the title, and I'm going to go copy link address. I'm going to go to my Word document for this particular challenge. I'm going to go down to day 7. It's actually day 7. I don't know why I said day 6. Control V, and I'm going to paste the link there and then save the file. I am a massive file saver because in my 20s, when I was going to college and running a wholesale retail liquor business, it was back in the olden days when we had to put everything into the old computer system, and we lost our computer and it wiped out 2 years of data. And I had to go back in and put in every receipt in a liquor business, every accounts receivable, every accounts payable, everything. And from then on, I learned that I save everything. So now I've got my file. Now I'm going to edit this. I'm going to go the 3 dots, edit video. And I'm going to edit my video. I don't do a lot to it, but I do a little something to it so it's not terrible. I want to copy the title and paste it, or the description, I can paste it into the title. And then I'm going to go back to my worksheet and paste the information in there, so that I've got a little bit of a record of what I'm doing. So that was the link. Now here's the title. We're going to go back and we're going to continue to edit this. Oh, I don't usually do that. Hang on, let me go back. See, when I'm showing somebody, it's harder to remember what I'm doing. So part of why I do these worksheets is to speed up my daily process of handling content. And so I have pre-written for this particular challenge information in here that I want to paste in each thing. So I'm going to go Control C from the previous day. It's got the links and the time and everything in here so that I don't have to paste it every time. Now, I didn't mean to type this in here yet because I want to get the title first and the description that I just copied. So I want to take this out of here. You get to see me make mistakes too, especially when I'm trying to show people how to do stuff. So then I'm going to go back here and paste this after the title. Now I'm going to recopy this whole description, Control C, and I'm going to go back to my file and paste it in there. I'm trying to make sure I'm in the right spot. I'll save. All right. Now I'm going to just put in some tags, and you have to type these in. You can't copy and paste them, otherwise I would. So Get Up and Go challenge. That's what this one is. Topic today was pandemic pivot. Talking about what I did to change my business during the pandemic. Let's do free challenge. I don't know why Facebook's doing this lately. When you type in tags, sometimes it doesn't do them, or if you do it too fast. Free challenge, what to do now. I don't know if anyone searches that. Oh, see what I mean? What to do now. I'm thinking about what I'm doing, not what I'm posting. Let's see, what was this one about? I don't want to say that. I only put 8 tags in here. So I usually, this is exactly what I do. I just think of 8 tags that have something to do with the video I'm sharing, and I type them in. Let's use the word challenge because that's a good, well-searched word. And better post-pandemic. All right. So then we're going to pick a picture. It'll give me a couple choices depending on how long the video is. This is a pretty long video, so I've got 19 pictures to choose from. I usually try to pick one where I'm not looking like a complete idiot, or that's kind of hard some days. So I look for one that I'm looking at the camera or at the audience. I am visually challenged, so for me to find videos that or pictures that look okay, and a lot of times I'll just go with what the computer generates and picks for me. This one, I don't see anything that stands out. Sometimes I like to get motion or something to get attention in the pictures. But on these longer videos, especially when I'm doing a challenge, I don't do anything necessary to grab attention. So I just pick one. And this one, I'm just going to go with what it picked for me because it's good enough. Now, when it comes to distribution, I picked the playlist that I'm going to share this on. And this one happens to be called Get Up and Go. Now, I can also share to other pages right here in the file as I'm editing it. So depending on what the topic is, I will or will not pick my other pages. As you can see, I've got like 15 other pages in here. Just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to pick all of these to show you how quick and easy it is to now share this on all these different pages. Now, I'm not going to share it on all these, but I'm cross-posting so that I could share it on all these if I wanted to for some reason. I just hit save. I'm not doing anything with subtitles and captions because right now, usually I'll do auto-generated ones from Facebook, but for about the last month, they've been really funky. They're not starting at the beginning of the video, and it would take too long for me to edit and do them. I do several videos every morning, and I mean every morning. So I'm not going to take the time to go through and add captions to all of them. Down the road, I will hire a VA to do that for me, but as I narrow my focus in on my content as part of this rebranding. But for right now, I'm not doing that. And the reason is it's not functioning properly. So I'm not going to the trouble of doing that. But that's another way to really capture a lot of information from a piece of content that you create and get a lot more mileage out of it. Okay, so then after I saved my work, which I hope you saw me save it. I didn't really say it. I'm going to go in and I'm going to Control V and I'm going to paste that caption and that description into the first comment on my Facebook page. Then I'm going to decide where I'm going to share this because I can share immediately from my Facebook page on several places. I can share on my timeline, or I can share in my story, which I'm going to do if it comes up. So I click the share button, then I go to this top button and I do the share to your story, and then I paste Control V into the description, that big long description, and then I hit post. Now this is going to take a minute, but it's slow, but I do it because it gives me a lot of immediate exposure. It gets my video out there in a lot of different spots and a lot of different formats that maybe someone will see it at. Some days, a lot of people watch it in my stories. Some days, almost nobody does. These longer videos, because this is a really long video to put in my story, not very many people will watch, but some might see a few minutes of it and then decide, oh yeah, I want to watch that. Again, I'm going to now share this on my timeline. So let's share the drop-down menu to share on your timeline, copy and paste, post. I'm going to go to do that again. And I'm going to share it on my friend's timeline, which is my divorced timeline. It's just another timeline where I have my maiden name. Again, I set it up, I don't know, years ago, at least a decade ago. And should I simplify that? Yep, probably part of this branding group, I will eliminate or simplify or do something different with that page. Maybe that'll become my coaching page or something, or my personal branding page, but probably not. So then I just share it there as well and hit post. The tricky thing about recording is you want to make sure that you don't accidentally stop sharing your screen. Okay, now after I do that, I'm going to share it in a group. I'm going to share this. I have a Get Up and Go page and a Get Up and Go group for this challenge. So I'm going to share this same thing in my Get Up and Go group. And it seems kind of slow and time consuming, but if I spend 20 minutes a day doing this, it's going to get me better coverage than if I hire one of the posting services. I've tried a lot of them. I've tried Hootsuite. I've tried the other ones. I can't even remember the names of them all now, over like years ago, like 3 years ago. And I actually used to max out Hootsuite, and they put in new rules because I was posting and doing things too much. So I tend to just do the things that I want to do, that I think are effective and are building my persona and my influence up. I don't just automate everything. I know there's a big push online to automate everything, but that doesn't always work. And then as far as pages go, I can directly, how I pick the pages that I can cross promote to. Sometimes there's a couple of pages that I want to specifically post this onto right now. So I'm just going to demonstrate that and say, again, I do the copy paste to do the description. And I'm going to pick a page then from this drop down menu. And I'm going to put it on, let's put it on Hop. There's about 9,000 people on there. And let's put it on. And in this particular video is just about what I am personally doing right now during the pandemic to pivot and change and do something differently. So I think some people on my other pages could find this information useful. So we'll share it there slowly. We'll share it on sometimes I'll share it to the page with my name on it, my Sharon Horne-Ellstrom page. And I'm actually going to share it there because I think that it's applicable to my name. And if I'm going to start doing my personal brand, I want to start building up my name page in case people go to look and find me. I'm going to actually share this on another page I love, my painkillers page, because that one also has 9,000 people on it. So it could apply to some people there. I know there's a lot of people in chronic pain right now that are really, really struggling because they're not able to get the services that they've needed for months now. And they usually are depending on. My son is one of them. He depends on radio frequency and injections to keep his pain from a car accident under control. And then we'll just do supersize your business because, yeah, I get a lot of antivirus messages and stuff and things I need to do while I'm doing anything. So you get to pop in and see all the distractions I get. And let's do, I usually will do Supersize Your Business or Thrive Challenge because that is a page where I do a lot of my challenges and I just share different challenges that I do there. So I don't share every day, but I just share bits and pieces. So if somebody sees a challenge that they're interested in, they can pop into and sign up for that particular challenge. Most of my challenges are done on their own pages, their own specific pages. So they can find out about it on my Thrive Challenge page and they can go ahead and join that challenge then. So this is actually, maybe this or the YouTube part of what I share is the most time consuming. I wanted to share it with Supersize. I really need my magnifying glass, guys, sorry. Especially when I'm doing it on my computer. All right, where is it? There it is. Okay, that's enough. That's enough pages to share this on. I don't need to share it on my name. All right, so that's what I do on Facebook. Now, when I'm done sharing it, I want to download this file so I can upload it to YouTube and share it to a whole bunch more places. So I click the 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner. I click on Download Video. And sometimes it's automatic, sometimes it's not. Sometimes you have to click on the picture, click the 3 dots and click download video. Other times like this, it just downloads it. And then as it starts to open it and play it in the player, which is super annoying to me, I right click and close the file.
Hey there, welcome to day 7 of the Get Up and Go Challenge.
Normally it opens and lets me close it.
Your host or hostess for this challenge. You're kind of leader through the challenge or whatever. I want to talk today about what I call the
it's not done downloaded. There we go. I'm like, that is super annoying. It's taking forever. Okay. Then I come back to the Facebook page, and now I'm going to go to YouTube, and I'm going to go to my YouTube channel, and I'm already in there because I was processing a couple other videos today, but I'm going to click on this little create button. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to say upload video because I'm going to upload the video that I just downloaded. Go to select files, downloads, and I'm just going to click on the file I just downloaded and click open. Sometimes you can double click on it and it'll just take it. Then as it starts to pull up the menu, I'm going to take that same description, and then to the description, I'm going to copy and paste that. I'm going to copy the first line or the first 2 lines, whatever seems appropriate to create the title. And I'm going to copy and paste that into the title. Can you come up with fancier, better titles? Absolutely. If you have the time and energy to do that, you can do that. Then I'm going to double click on the link to the YouTube, and I go back to my worksheet, and I'm going to share that link here. I started doing, wrong thing, it didn't copy. I started doing the worksheet like this to have an assistant do this for me, do a lot of this for me. I'm having to go back and recopy this. It didn't copy the link for some reason. Sometimes I can't talk and work at the same time. So that I can have a VA do a lot of this. I always make sure I'm in the right spot. 1, 2, 3, file save. So I can have help with this. And as things have changed and stuff's happened, I haven't done that yet, but that is the next person I'm looking for, is a virtual assistant that will help me do exactly what I'm showing you to do right now. One of my sisters in Texas was going to do it, and she is a chronic pain person, and she just can't do it. She's not able to commit to doing it every day. And since I do it every day, I want help doing it every day. All right. So then we are going to wait for this to load. But as it's loading, we're going to continue to put data in here. So we're going to go to the playlist drop-down menu. And we're going to pick the playlist that we want this to appear on. Of course, I want it to be on the Get Up and Go playlist because that's the one it is. Sometimes I'll add it to other playlists. Sometimes I won't. Now, I know that the topic of this is pretty relevant to my women business owners. It's pretty relevant to my business owners. It's pretty relevant to my challengers. And then a couple other pages. Sometimes I'm trying to fade out Pajama Grandma, but I share things there periodically so people don't think that I just stopped doing that altogether. As you can see, I have quite a few playlists in YouTube. I don't use all of them, but I've tried and done a lot of different things online. Some that's worked, some that hasn't, of course, like everybody else. So now I have to wait for this to load. But as I'm waiting for this to load, I'm going to show you some of the other things I do. I will pull up my LinkedIn, and I will pull up my Instagram in a new tab, and I will pull up, I've got, no, I closed them all. I wanted to close them all so I could show you what I actually do. Then I will pull up my Anchor account, and I will pull up my Libsyn. Now, Sean knows what I'm talking about with Libsyn, and I don't know about Sean, but I went through about 4 different players before I actually picked the one that I use now, which is Libsyn. Content, add new episode. Anchor I started as part of the One Funnel Away Challenge just to start a whole new page and see how it grew. And I should probably abandon it, but I've got 4 listeners, so I don't abandon it. But I probably should, because in a year I've only got 4,073 downloads. So that's not really awesome performance, but I don't do anything with it. I just post a video there. I normally don't post this video here at all, and I wouldn't. I normally just post my Supersize Your Business for female entrepreneurs. So my Supersize Your Business video that I do every day, that's the one piece of content that I share across all the platforms I'm showing you now. The other pieces of content that I share, I only share in limited spots and limited spaces. I don't share them on every platform, but I wanted to demonstrate what do I share everywhere and how do I do it for today. So let's go to my LinkedIn. And then for LinkedIn, I'm actually going to, I can't download this. It's too long. I take that back. So I'm going to stop doing what I said I was going to do. Normally, if it's under 10 minutes, and I try to always make my Supersize Your Business under 10 minutes, I will actually directly upload the video to LinkedIn by hitting start a post and then selecting the video on the video tab right here. And then I'll use that, and then I'll say done after the video loads, and I'll copy and paste that same description here. But since it's over 10 minutes, I know this one's over 10 minutes, I can't do that. So I'm actually going to shut down my LinkedIn and not show you how I do that. You know what? The same is true of Instagram. I can't do it on Instagram because it's over a 10-minute video, so I can't demonstrate this one to you. But all I do for Instagram is I pull up my Instagram, I click on my icon. Again, this is my Supersize Your Business Instagram. That's the only one I really use right now. I have that and Pajama Grandma, but I'm going to change Pajama Grandma to my personal branding, probably Get Up and Go, now that we talked about that yesterday. But I'll go here and I'll then hit IGTV, and then I just hit the upload button, and then I upload the video. I just fill in the, come on, upload. I would attach the file here. And then again, I copy and paste the same description. I take the title off, copy and paste that into title, and then I just post this. Then from my worksheet, I have hashtags already pre-selected and pre-written. They're not exact. So the first thing I'll do is I put something unique in the beginning, and then I just attach a copy and paste from this worksheet, the hashtags that I have. So for example, at the bottom of Supersize Your Business, I have specific hashtags already made. So I'll just copy and paste the purple hashtags into that and then hit the blank, save the link into my worksheet. And that's how I do my Instagram. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. So I'm not going to show you Instagram either, because again, this is over a 10-minute video and it won't let me download it. But that's how I do it. So now you can share on Instagram as well. Anchor is ready for the episode, but I don't have it yet because I need to get the audio link. So I want to show you how I do that. I take the video that I make and I strip out the audio, and that's what I share to Anchor and to Libsyn. So I need to go back and see if my YouTube's done. And I don't know that it is or not. I don't think I've done anything, but if I've done around and if I've gone and done different things, and I think I might have messed up my copy and paste, I just go to the description and I copy and paste this again. So Control C. And now I've started doing something because it takes forever for YouTube these days. I think just because of the volume and so many people. So sometimes I cheat ahead and I go to next, and then I come back again and see if it's actually loaded the pictures, which it often has. So the next thing I'm going to do on here is I'm going to say, okay, what of these pictures is the least terrible or the most attention grabbing? And so they're all pretty bad. So I don't think it really matters. A lot of times I just go with what YouTube suggests. Because, does it matter? No, I don't think any of them matter. I'm looking at the camera, all of them. That one I've got a cocked head. So I'll just go with what YouTube suggests. So then I hit next. And they're taking away my favorite function, which is polls. For cards, I always just added a poll, but they're ending that, I believe, June 1st. I just got an email about it. And because it's such a low volume usage, but I think polls are really, really fun for engagement. So when I can add a card, I almost always add a poll. And so I can ask people, so what have you done to pivot? During the pandemic, if it's not too long. It has some different, you can only have so many characters. So I can say nothing, but I can actually do polls right in here. I can't believe people don't like this. Very little. Changed everything. You can make up whatever you want. It's just another way to get people to engage. And I can just make up whatever I want for a poll. Change my occupation, revamped my business or something. I'm just making things up. So I can create the card. Now, if I want, I can create another card. I could add another card. Well, I can play a little more and put it somewhere else. Just so it just shows up in this little eye drop down menu. I don't even know if people even know they exist. I suspect that people don't even know they exist, and that's why they're eliminating them. but I really like them because it gives people an opportunity to actually engage with your video while they're watching it, especially if it gets kind of long and boring. This is a 17-minute video, pretty long. Very few people will watch the whole thing. So let's just jump ahead and I'll show you another option. You can add, let's go to here and we add another card. So I can add a video or playlist. So I might mention something in the video that I am like, oh, I remember that video I did about this. So I could go into this feature and I could add a card that clicks on and they can actually go right to that video. So let's pick a playlist. We'll just do the Get Up and Go playlist and we'll save that. We go create card. So then if we go back a little and push play,
and that's enough. That's enough. That thing makes me ornery.
And that's still going to show that one until the new card comes in. That's the card that it would show. I don't remember where it was. Let's go past it.
Areas of our life that we can focus on, do stuff online.
All right. I don't know why it's not working.
That I like.
I think I saved it. Okay. I might have showed you how to do that wrong, but usually I can pick another one and it'll show it. It's at 7:40. So let's try to go. I'm just curious now why it's not showing. Let's watch a few seconds.
I was like, all right, that's not cool. I'm going to do a Get Up and Go challenge and help people.
Huh. At 7:40. Oh, I'm at 7:39.
Know what to do every step of the way for the month of April. By the way.
There it is. Okay. So now it pops in and underneath it, it still shows my poll, but on top of it, it shows this. So I could actually go to this video and see that. I don't want to do that right now. So I'm just going to say return to YouTube because it automatically makes the changes to your cards, which I really like. So I'm just going to return to YouTube. And now I'm going to add an end card. A lot of people don't add end cards, but all it does is if somebody watches your video all the way to the end, and I do that a lot with my granddaughter, we'll play them all the way to the end. It just plays the next video or it goes to another playlist or something. And so you always want to add an end card, especially they're easy to do. You can set up I set up a format that I like. And now to do this, I can quickly and easily just go to import from video. And then I go to my last Get Up and Go video. So this Get Up and Go challenge. And it will automatically load the end card that I've already selected. So this is, I do a view a video that's best for the viewer. So that's one of the options. Then I do subscribe to my channel and I do Get Up and Go, which is the challenge that we're in. And I just save this. After I save it, I go to next, of course. Now I need to publish it. So I'm going to publish it as public because this can be public. And I'm going to push publish. Now I can share at all kinds of cool places, which I love doing. Now, in the beginning, I had to set up accounts on some of these platforms because I really don't do much on them. Of course, LinkedIn I do a lot on, but Reddit and Mix and Facebook and Tumblr. Tumblr I set up. Facebook, of course, I'm on. Pinterest I'm on. And so I set up a specific page for this. VK, I don't even know what that is, but I set up an account on it. And then Twitter and Blogger. I tried to set up this one that I cannot pronounce and I couldn't figure it out. I tried it 2 or 3 times and I just gave it up because I figured if I can't pronounce it and I don't even know what it is and I don't know that platform that much, I'm not going to struggle with it. So I don't post to that one at all. But I'm just going to click on each of these and on 3 of them on Facebook, on I'll tell you as I go to them. So on Mix, I'm just going to share this on Mix. And I've set up specific topics on Mix for my different things that I post. So Get Up and Go challenge, I just share it on that particular topic as well. And then after I do that, I just click the X to X out and go back to this menu. On Reddit, again, I have a Get Up and Go Reddit set up, Get Up and Go challenge Reddit. So I'm going to click on my communities or a community. And I'm going to slide down and find the Get Up and Go challenge. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click post. And again, I might get only 1 or 2 people that ever see these. But to me, if I reach 1 or 2 people, it's worth the minute or so that it takes. Now on LinkedIn, remember I said it was too long. I couldn't share it directly. So here's where I'm going to share the post, the whole post. So I'm going to share it as a post. Up here again, I'm going to click. I'm going to copy and paste my description. Then I'm going to hit post. And for this one, I'm going to say view post. and it's going to open a new box, but I'm going to close one and then wait because I need that description for a couple more places before I can deal with this. So I'm going to go back to Tumblr. Tumblr is another one that I have to hand put in my tags. I didn't used to put in tags. I don't know if it's making any difference, but I feel better about putting in tags now, so I do. So I'm going to go down to tags. I'm going to click the pound sign, and I'm just going to make some get up and go challenge. And I'm not sure how many tags you can put in here. It usually gives me 2 lines. I don't think about it that much. I just do it. This one is about pandemic pivot. No. So I'm just going to post it. Sometimes this one I have to click a couple of times because it doesn't post. I don't know why. I just keep clicking buttons till it works. Obviously not a Tumblr. Yeah, I don't remember which one this is. Tumblr expert. And sometimes it's usually not this slow to go. They must have lots of volume or something going on. Actually, it was a longer video. It might have been loading because I thought that arrow stayed red. Come on, Tumblr. There it goes. And then again, I'll close that one. And I've got Facebook. Now, Facebook is another one I want to copy and paste to. So that's why I didn't process or finish processing LinkedIn yet. So again, I'm just going to copy this into the description and then post it. And there's two lines. So we're going to go to Pinterest. Pinterest, I do have a board set up for this one. So we're going to have to click down and find it. Obviously, I have lots of Pinterest boards as well. So get up and go. And VK. Remember, I don't even know what VK is, but I have an account there. Copy and paste the description for that again. And then send it. Close that one. And we've got Twitter and Blogger just left. So Twitter, quick and easy tweet. And close. And Blogger, wait for it to load. Hit the orange button, publish post. That was a little premature. And there we go. Now, here's the important part. I need to copy and paste the link at the bottom because I want to go to my MP4 to MP3 converter. And I'm going to choose the file. Well, usually it lets me stay in there. I'm going to choose my file. I'm going to go to YouTube. And then it automatically pastes in that last link that I copied. So I'm going to click OK because I want it to pull out the audio from that video file so I can upload it to my podcast. So then it loads it up, and I have to convert it. So I start the conversion. Usually takes, it's under a minute, I think, for sure, to convert it. I tried all kinds of different online converters, online free converters, and they almost all have spam and so many cookies and things that they fill up your computer with a bunch of nonsense. I finally found one. I Googled it, and I found one that I could download onto my computer and keep on there, this MP3 folder, it's called. And I use this one all the time now, this converter, because it doesn't put spam on my computer. It's the my MP4 to MP3 converter. And again, I had to search for it. And if it's a Mac, you might have to look for something different. But that's what happens when you're doing stuff online. You have a problem and you have to figure out the solution. And there's always a solution. And sometimes you just have to Google it or ask. And even technical things, you can type into Google a technical thing or an error message, and it will give you all kinds of information on how to solve that problem. I love that about it. So I'm going to go back to my link. I've got LinkedIn. What did I do? Did I accidentally close that? That was weird. That was really weird. I have no idea why I ended up in LinkedIn. Let's try going back and see what happens. I accidentally went out of YouTube. Sometimes I close the wrong tabs. Oh, please don't have lost my video. Get up and go. Perfect. I don't know why it did that. It went back and it actually put me into my YouTube. And this is what I usually do. I'll then say close, and that will take me to YouTube, which is what I want to do. Now I'm going to go back to my tab, and I see that my file's loaded in LinkedIn. So I'm going to click these three dots. I'm going to copy the link to post, and I'm going to share that in my worksheet and save that in my worksheet. Because in case I want to do something with this or share it in another place or put it in a members area as a bonus or something, I now have the link to that. Not that I would necessarily need the LinkedIn one. Maybe somebody on LinkedIn asked me about it and I want the actual LinkedIn link. So I would grab that for them. And I am in a pod on LinkedIn. So I'm going to actually share this one in the pod because I think it's pretty interesting. And they've been following the Get Up and Go Challenge. So this is my group that we do this on. And I'm going to say Get Up and Go Q&A. No, this isn't Q&A. This is Get Up and Go Pivot. Pandemic Pivot. And it's a long one, so I don't know if anyone will watch it, but I like to share it. Okay, so I share it there too. And I've got there's a group of that, a bunch of us that follow and help each other out on LinkedIn and like our stuff and share it because it's fun to do. So I'm going to close my LinkedIn now because I'm done with that. I'm going to, now that I've got my MP3 file, I can go to my Anchor and I can say, I can click to upload the new episode. And I'm going to go over to music because it's an MP4 to MP3 converter. And I'm going to find that file, which was Get Up and Go Day 7. And I click on that and it's going to upload. While it's doing that, I'm going to go over to my Libsyn and I am going to add a new episode. And slowly, come on. It is slow when you're recording things. I'm going to upload from my hard drive. Again, that same file. And it will open up to the same page because that's where I was last for that. Now I'm going to schedule this. This one, I don't want to automatically post it at 9:42 a.m. when I happen to be recording this. So I can pick a time by just hitting scheduling. I go to scheduling first and I click this tag to add ID3 tags. I don't know what they are, but I read and studied when I started my podcast a couple years ago and it says always add ID3 tags. So I do it. So I click the button and it generates them automatically for me in Libsyn. Then I go to basic, release, and expiration. And I want to click the release date. And I want to set a new release date because otherwise it will release as soon as I post it. So I'm going to select today's date still. I could pick any date I want. And I'm going to have this one go out at, this one can go at noon. This one will go out at noon. And then I'm going to go to social and that whole thing that I had in the description, which is part of why I want to do this. I want to copy and paste from my YouTube. I can go back then to copy and paste this. And I copy and paste this in 4 places, 2 tabs, 2 places on the social tab, and then under details, and then down under iTunes, because iTunes has to do their whole own thing on everything. Then I take part of that and I make that the title. And iTunes doesn't like numbers in the description of things, so I take the number out down here in the description. And I just put, I'm not even going to put it in here because I don't think I've been putting it. I haven't been posting this particular one to my Libsyn, so I'm not even going to put it there. I'm just going to put clean and I'm going to type my name. I've taken out Pajama Grandma and just started going with my name here. Just part of my transition out of Pajama Grandma, even though it's the Pajama Grandma podcast. And then here, I'm going to pick the category that it goes in. And I create my own names and categories. So this one is the Get Up and Go Challenge. It's just Get Up and Go. And whenever it's on the bottom, it's really hard to pick. So I usually have to hit it twice, and it's still not letting me. All right, now I'm just getting irritated. All right, why are you not helping me? There we go. Now, I want to go up here and paste the title again. And then I usually take part of the title and I cut it off, Control X, and then I control V it to make it be the subtitle. I don't get super fancy with that. Now I want to go get my tags and my keywords. So I click on that. I go to my handy dandy worksheet, scroll to the bottom of that, and I went to the wrong worksheet. Let's go back. I'm mixing up the way I do things, and so I forget where I'm going. I want to go to this worksheet, bottom of this worksheet, and I'm going to get my tags. Again, I pre-do my tags so I don't have to be typing them in every time for the things that I do repetitively. So I knew I was going to do this for several days. I actually did a 30-day challenge of this for Get Up and Go in the whole month of April. So I created the tags knowing that I needed them for at least 30 days. So I didn't want to have to go make them up every day. And then today I'm going to actually type pandemic pivot because I know I don't have that in the tags, and then comma, and then I'm going to paste my list. Now, that might mean I have too many, but I'm going to save this as a draft anyway, and that will tell me if I have too many tags or not. You can only have 20 tags. You used to have as many as you want, which I have too many. So I was just thinking I have one too many, so I want to show you this because now it says you have too many tags. So then I just go in, and it'll actually tell me, hey, you got 21 tags and you can only have 20. So I quick look through my tags, and I'm going to take out, serve maybe. I just have to take out one. So I'm just going to take out one, and it was because I added pandemic pivot. I'm going to say save as draft again, and hopefully it'll save it. Now, while this is all going on, I should be already, it should be downloaded and ready to go almost by this point. Actually, I probably didn't need to save it as a draft because I had the file already. Silly me. Come on. I could have just posted it, I think, because let me go to drafts. But I do this a lot. I save as drafts if I can work faster than the computer. And then I just edit the draft, the little edit mark. And I'll do that if I'm still processing the YouTube and I haven't gotten the file yet. And so we make sure that the file downloaded, and then we click the ID tags and then just publish. Again, I'm going to catch the link of this and put it in my worksheet. When I publish it. Oh, it's still publishing. Never mind. But while this is publishing, I can go back to Anchor, and this one's still loading. But now that it's loaded, I can say save episode. And when I save the episode, again, if I'm not sure what I've got in here for a link, I'm going to go back to my YouTube, and I'm going to copy this again. Sometimes I just do it to make sure I don't make a mistake. And then I'm going to make a title. And I like to add that it's a free challenge on the title if I can. Again, I don't normally post this in this page, but it's okay for people in my Supersize for your business for female entrepreneurs to know what I'm doing during the pivot. So I don't mind sharing this here. So I'm just going to type the title in, and I'm going to push publish now. And this one I'm going to publish to both my Facebook pages and to my Twitter. And then I'm going to save the link to this again to my page. So if I'm talking to somebody and I want to share this particular video or audio with them, I can just go and get the link and I can share it with them. And if it's a female entrepreneur, I'm probably going to share this one versus the Libsyn one. Even though it's the same recording, this link would be something that would probably be more appealing to them than the other. So then I just type that title in, and then I save it, or I share it. Then we go back up here to Anchor, and I'm going to click the Twitter. I'm going to tweet this. You're probably thinking, well, why do you tweet this and the YouTube? Because some people will click on YouTube and watch it. Other people will click on and watch the video. Some people will click on and just want the audio, so they'll click on Anchor. Depends what people are familiar with and what they're comfortable with and what they want to do. And again, Facebook. And then so I'm going to use the drop-down menu to select. I'm going to paste again, but then I'm going to use, all right, I can do this. Oh, I got it twice. Definitely don't need it more than once. This is real life, making mistakes. So I'm going to go to the drop-down menu. I'm going to go add to friends. I could add it to a group. I could add it to an event. I could add it to a page I manage. I could add it to all kinds of places, but I'm just going to add it to this timeline because I feel like I don't get in trouble if I add it to my own stuff and my own pages. But I would if I put it on somebody else's without permission. I did for a whole year. I contributed to another person's page because they wanted help contributing to their page, but I don't do that anymore. It's time consuming, and it didn't really do anything. Oh, I accidentally closed Libsyn. It didn't do anything for me. It just did something for her. So I'm going to double click on the link, make sure I copy the link, and I'm going to copy the link to this page. And file save. And then I have to go reopen Libsyn because I accidentally closed it. So go back here. To see how I open Libsyn, I just go and I find it and I click it. And I log in. Oh, it's already logged in. That's weird. All right, we just go to content. And I don't want to add new content. I previously published, but it's not published yet. This is just waiting, scheduled for release. Oh, you can see what I've done today already. Let's go to scheduled for release is where it should have gone. I can check this sometimes. Sometimes I check it, sometimes I don't. So I want to go on this, edit it, because I just want to get that linked for my worksheet. And that is not the one I wanted. So hang on, content. Huh. Previously published. Maybe it accidentally. Oh no, it's right here. No, that's not it. Here we go. Come on, really? I'm hanging up on my sister. All right, where is my. All right, those are previously published content. Drafts. All right, it's still in drafts. So let's go back in here. I don't think it got published all the way. So let's see what we got. I don't think it finished publishing when I closed it. So let's go ahead and publish this. Then I can get the link. I don't have any error messages. It should publish. All right. Only when I go to make a live video does my phone go crazy, especially when I find a block of time that I'm not going to let people interrupt me. All right, what do we got here? All right, so then we're going to take this permanent link, Control-C, and paste this to the worksheet. Now, the cool thing about Libsyn is it automatically shares to like 16 different places. So let's go to my Libsyn account, and this is how I get to 25 is Libsyn. If I go to destinations, you can see it automatically shares to all these places. It shares to my blog, it shares to my web player, it shares to Spotify, Tumblr, my podcast page. It automatically generates and creates a podcast page. It shares to a networking app. It shares to my LinkedIn, Libsyn, Classic. It shares to my iPhone, Google, Play Music, Facebook, Blogger, and then my Android app. So there's all kinds of places that it automatically shares this information to. So it's the one piece of content, but I only had to share it in one place, or, on Libsyn, and it shared it out to like 16 different places. To me, that is valuable use of my time. I'm done with Anchor, so I can close that. What else have I got going here? I think that's it. Now, the cool thing about this one piece of content that I'm not taking advantage of, let me stop sharing my screen. We'll just talk a second, is that I can have a virtual assistant, which is why that's my next step, is to move to a virtual assistant, pull out quotes or graphics or make things that I can apply and put on my Instagram that would be a lot more attention getting and more generating. I can have the whole videos transcribed by rev.com or something, and I can put that information or part of that information on different blog posts, or I can use it as guest posts, or I can repurpose all of that content to something else. There's a lot more things that I know I can be doing with it. I just haven't been doing with it. And as my vision deteriorates, I'm less likely to personally do that. So that's it. That's our 25X content creation. Take one video, and it doesn't have to be a video. You could do it with an audio, and even if you upload to YouTube, you can do the same process. You just could put a picture, or you could put some slides or something with it. You don't have to have it be a video, but video is the fastest, easiest way to create content. It's really fast. It's really easy. And then you can do so much with it. You can have it transcribed. I've been coaching a couple people on how to write a book just doing video and then getting it transcribed and then getting it edited. And so there's so many things that we can do if we get creative and we decide to do it. And as I can see, this is way too long for our mastermind, but I'd like to probably upload it anyway to walk people through and demonstrate it for you. All right, any questions? Hit me up.